Ik zit zelf helemaal niet op Twitch op het moment. Moritz.
Is dat wel fijn?
Netwerkfout opgetreden. Oh, wacht. Ja. Oké. Dus we zijn nu online, denk ik. En mijn geluid heb ik nu aan, dat is goed. Oké. De vraag is, horen mensen mij nu wel? Want ik heb geen...
Ja, die hoor je.
Die horen mij, oké.
Dat is wel lang.
Chat. Er zijn nog geen mensen die kijken.
Nee.
Ja, dat scheelt.
Zie je ook.
Ja. Het is nog 2 minuten. Maar mijn voorstel is dat we hem nu gewoon aan laten staan. Ja. Is aan het reden met 19 anderen. Great. Hallo guys.
Een half op je eigen stream of
Ja,
geen geluid zetten. Of dat je echo
moet ik hem zacht zetten?
Nee. Je moet de browser even streamen.
Sluiten?
Ja, ik kijk wel of je het doet.
Oké, dank je. Maar dan zie ik mezelf niet. Vandaar. Okay. Nou. Kan jij de chat volgen? Die heb ik nu dus niet.
Ja. Freak is er.
Hallo Freak. Oké. Little low. And now? Same? Hello. Yeah, it's good? Okay. Okay, I think we shall start then. We worked a lot on a Little Big Adventure the last 2 months or something. I'm sitting here with my brother Chris. And we worked on a lot of things, so different systems. So you have your system in Unity called Puppet Master, and to integrate that in our game is really a challenge. It still is a bit. So there are still some moments where you can see that during when a player, for example, has an interaction, what could happen is that he will fall down. So this looks really silly. We're sorry for that, but it's just how it is at the moment. But we will improve that, of course. And for the rest, we had also some other technical difficulties. But the good thing is that we improved a lot, especially my brother programmed really well these last days. He improved amazingly lots of things, which I would not be able to do at all myself. So very thankful for that. We have another thing is that we made a build version of what we have now. So we could play the game through a .exe file, so we could just run it without starting Unity. But we have some problems. It means at this stage we have some crashes, and the problem with these crashes is that they occur out of the blue. And well, the good thing is, of course, we can also play and show you the game in the editor. So we will probably do a bit of both. So in case the game crashes, which unfortunately will happen, we will just play it in the editor. Also, there is some difference between the build version and the editor version. So you will see some slight things there. Yeah, they're just slightly different, but we try to improve them and to get them on the same level as in the editor. So we work on that, and yeah, for the rest, there were a lot of people asking me about crowdfunding and about a campaign and all these things. Um, I spoke with DJ Chanfray for 30 minutes about this live. Um, and the problem is just that, this game, the rights about the game are not there. There is a situation where the rights from DJ and Frédéric Renault are stuck at this moment. So, and I cannot say a lot about that, but it does mean that I cannot ask for any money. For example, I cannot ask for a big crowdfunding, unfortunately. So that's the not so nice thing. But the good thing is, the good news is that we can still work on this with two people. Maybe in the future with, I don't know, with maybe if the group is not too big, and if we do it voluntarily with some other people as well. Who knows? I don't know at this stage. But at least my brother and me can stay working on this for the coming time. So we don't have any problem with the rights about that. So, and that's a really good, great plus point, I think. So we don't have to worry about any lawsuits or claims or whatever. So that is really nice. Um, yeah. For the rest, I think I will just show you what we have. We also integrated some movies a bit. I try to integrate them. I'm not a movie maker, but I tried my best. Of course, some details can be improved, but I will just show you what I have. Also, I must emphasize that we just made a very nice build, which didn't work for some reason. So I will show you the previous build. So some things are not entirely how they're supposed to be, but that's just how it is for now. And we also have the editor version in the end. Okay, so are there any questions on this stage? I think not. Um, okay, so I will just start the game now, and waiting for the coffee that is making noise. Okay, okay, I will show you the build version of the game. And it will crash, so sorry for that in advance, but that's just how it is now. Je ziet ook mijn gezicht. Dat is wel stom natuurlijk. Niet. This is just the first movie, and there is a little title screen now, not working, but just for the show, and it will continue to the next movie. Okay, so that was the movie, and now the game starts, obviously, and we integrated Puppet Master.
Stop squirming, prisoner Swinson.
So we have now a ragdoll, and it causes interesting situations, like so.
A prisoner has escaped. Sound the alarm.
Let's try to kill this guy. Fuck. I died. And now, let's see.
Stop squirming,
Oh,
prisoner Swinson.
Oh my god. I'll just play. If you have any questions, then you can ask them. I'll also show you the game in the editor. I just hope that I can kill that guy. Jesus Christ. I think I can't get out of this, so I have to quit. Really pity. But fortunately, what the good thing is, we have a skip button, so we can skip all movies and text. So that's another thing that's really nice. So we don't have to wait that long. Just skip everything. Skip the movie. Now I hope I will do better.
Stop squirming, prisoner Swinson. A prisoner has escaped. Sound the alarm.
Okay, it's really better idea to walk away a bit from him. So okay, yes. Don't get shot by the elephant. That's a funny thing with this ragdoll. It's still in the works, but you can do some really nice things with it. Oh yeah, we made a jump animation for this. No, that's even not obvious. Okay, probably the character will fall down here, so sorry in advance. Because of it's still not stable.
You've just rediscovered your ID card.
But it's okay, we can play.
You just found your hologram. To use it, look at the inventory by pressing I, or simply press the H key.
I just this part I skip for now. Don't mind. Okay, so now you can see some interactions with this rectal system. Look to the soldier there. He gets caught by the tractor. Ah. Now I have to watch out. No. Yes. So now we can skip animations. So, and we have also doors that just normally open and close. So that's really nice, I think. Etc. Oh yeah, and we have foot IK, so you can see that the character is really placing the feet right on the rocks and the stones. You know, it's really nice. I also worked on the collision, so you can see the character walks better now. Speak with characters. I added some text. I mean, so. Zullen we nou eerst doorgaan of zullen we hier naartoe gaan? Wat zeg je? Yeah, everything takes a lot of tweaking. It's a lot of work. Shall we go to the house or shall we just do all things? Ja. Nee, het huis is nog niet goed. Dus. So there was a lot of collision problems, but right now I think the character walks pretty decent on a lot of obstacles and things. You know, like you can see, for example, here he walks pretty decent now on things. And you can even... Dang. That's what happens if you walk to a lantaarnpaal. Sorry, I know how to say that in English. Yes. You can also do like crazy things like this. Let's see. Yay, on the roof. Isn't that fantastic? I always wanted to climb on this roof, so I thought I'd just make it so you can, you know. Let's see. The thing is, my life will... get low. Shit. Oh yeah, wait, you can also... It is really silly, wait. Also, climbing trees if you like to. It's a bit like Super Mario, but I mean, it's still funny, I think. Yay. Speak to this annoying man. Leave me alone, I have nothing to say to you. No, not. You know the holomatic, etc. This one is dangerous. Oh yeah, and I also worked a bit on the environment here in the back. You see it's a bit better now. nice flowers and you can climb here, you know, when the time is there. Thomas's house. Right. And you have the Zoe cutscene, which will not be perfect in the build. But first, trying to get rid of this bunny actually, but it's pretty dangerous to see how to do it. Let's go like this. Right. Okay, so this will be a cutscene with Zoe, but it's different in the build than it is in the editor. So. Oh, it actually works. Nice. Why is it so laggy? By the way, guys, it's very laggy here. Usually it is not, so I don't know. It's because of the streaming, or I don't know what it is. But I will upload a video on YouTube so you can see it in the right speed. Voices will also be there, of course. Oh, thanks, Prick. Sorry, I have to read your messages there, so I'm trying to focus on the game. So that's okay. Hide for the elephants somewhere. Open up. We know you're in there. Hide! They have itchy trigger fingers. Yeah. You are charged with aiding an escapee. Follow us. And then she follows the elephant. And then the white elephant is looking for Twinson. He wants to put a bullet in his head, but that's not going to happen this time because we have patience. Okay, let's wait. Okay, and now we can get the suit. It's not completely functional, may not surprise you.
You've just rediscovered your magic ball. Try using it on the clones. You've just earned the first level of magic by finding the tunic left for you by your ancestors. You'll be able to store up magic on it.
Okay, now you can throw the ball, but the problem is we did not really work very hard on it yet. So it's really hard to to hit anyone with it actually. It looks like this. So it's still nice to throw it somehow. Oh, yeah. So because we need a sort of system for direction, you know, and at this moment we really don't have. So it's like really difficult to play with it. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I hope it doesn't crash. By the way, so if it crashes, I'm going to the editor. Yeah. No, it doesn't crash. Oh, okay. Oh, it is lagging so bad at the moment. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have this bunny here. Can we get the bunny? Probably not, but let's try. Almost there. Oh shit. Didn't expect that he was going to react. Ow. Ouch. Okay, but he's dead. I also made. Oh yeah, so maybe what you saw in the beginning, I didn't say anything about it, but so because the original game is really at some points really very fixed, and this game is actually not. I mean, you can just jump everywhere where you want, almost everywhere where you want. But of course, for this kind of passages, like here, for example, I just raised the fence so he cannot jump. You know, so I just made a really metal fence around it so you can see. So, oh Jesus, but that's the reason. Go my magic ball. Oops. I don't want to be killed yet, actually. No. No, go away. No. No. Still alive. Surprisingly, no. What? Shit, yeah. No. I go through the tree. This is of course not what's supposed to be in the game, but it's yeah. Okay, so let's. Oh yeah, I want to show you another fence. So I did also the same with. Uh, um, wait. Still. I did the same with. I try to avoid the soldier there with this fence here. So you see, so you have here the harbor, and then normally you can just. Wait, can I get this? No, I can't. Ah. No. So that's the ID. Then you have a higher fence, and then you can. Just take me now. I did hit him. He didn't. I think it does kill him, right? Maybe it's not. Okay, well, just let's leave it. Wait. Oh yeah, I can just walk. Wait. Oh yeah, and the funny thing is also that I changed the text. So if you have the cutscene with Zoe, you can now speak with the elephant. I'm looking for a young girl. She's been escorted by two Brobo clones. You know, so the text changes then, of course. Didn't see him. I ain't budged an inch. Okay. Also go here. Hide in chest loop. Jumping on tables. Why not? Ah. Here I didn't change the text yet. How's it going? Hey, buddy. Okay. I'm going to let's see. Read. just going to walk to like this. I walk to this. Why not? Let's see if it crashes. No, it doesn't. Oh. Station.
Let's see what I do.
Oh yeah. Go into this house. Oh yeah, so money. I'm looking for a young girl. Oh yeah, we didn't have the pharmacy and the cave. Maybe it crashes on the cave. Let's see. It crashes on the cave. Maybe it does. It does. I'm looking for a young girl. She's being escorted by two rubber ones. And you get this annoying text. It's funny. I haven't seen them. Sorry. My son and I fixed the ventilation flap. It's funny, this text. Here you have the cave. Sorry for the collision. Oh, it doesn't crash. Wow. When I was young and when I saw this scene, I always thought how to get this horn and this medal, you know. It's turning there, but you cannot reach it. And that's just how it is here. Can't do anything. We walk back. Okay. What engine am I using? Unity 3D. Do you have any questions, guys, about anything? I mean, I think I showed you most things. The funny thing about the state of the game now is that a lot of things can happen. You don't know exactly what happens. You know, the characters are really, the physical movements are really interacting now with each other. So I can just walk or something. But if you want to know something specific or I don't know what, just ask me. Deadline. I don't know. I really don't know. It's first. It's just you know. I think we did a lot of things. You cannot see a lot of things because when I uploaded YouTube video in December, for example, then well, I could just because it was a video, it was very easy for me to cover some problems, you know. But a lot of things have been solved. I mean, like in the physical world, and you can really well, it feels really steady. But it doesn't feel really steady now because of the frame rate. But normally it does, and so if we have even a more, if we have a version that is more complete, because we are really working on things to get them really precise. Um, I don't know when exactly. Then I can try to progress the game, so make the other islands because that's what is really. We first want it to be really good at a good level, everything to be really well working, and then we can make the rest of the game probably. And then I don't know. I mean, would also be that's also why I asked for crowdfunding, because it would just be easier, you know. It would take less time, because I also don't have always time. I mean, I made a CD recording now this last Friday for my piano, so I mean, I cannot be I cannot work on it 24 hours a day. So no, I haven't started on any island, but you know, it's not. If I would start a new island, I could probably do it kind of fast, because I of course it takes some time to know and to discover how you have to use your own techniques. But I think I do now understand how I do it, and how I have to polish it, and how I have to model it really fast. You know, so it could be if would have, for example, one island in 1 week, it would not surprise me. So, but the hard work is really in making things work. So, the mechanics of the game, throwing a ball, you know, all this the complex, especially the complex physical stuff. That's actually what is the most difficult of the whole thing. Yeah, exactly. So if the better the first island is, so the more you can do on it, you know, the better you can fight with enemies, the better they interact with each other. You know, like for example, I give you an example now. We try to, so when you go to a character, that it turns, you know, to the player, which is really a very simple thing to do in Unity. Only because we have a lot of complex systems that are now integrating with each other, it is getting a bit difficult. So one system wants the other thing, and the other system wants this, you know. So you have to try to combine it in a way that it all functions. And my brother here is really trying to understand, and does understand, how the scripting works and how you can program all that things, you know. And I just make, in general, I just do the 3D art from this game. For the rest, the movies, the animations. That's my job. But and he does the stuff that is that's even more demanding, I would say, more difficult. So okay, so I'm just playing a bit now because I can. I can try to. So, for example, you know, if you jump on this fence, you know, do you want the character to be really precise? Do you want him to have his legs next to each other, more precise when he walks on the fence? This kind of things, you know, there are really there are a lot of this kind of details. And for the rest, we also have to integrate the physical system on the other characters, but we didn't want to do that yet now, because we first wanted to be really stable and really steady, and then we would like to integrate it also with the rest of the characters, with the other characters. You know, I want to kill this guy. Possible? You cannot. You cannot. These are also decisions. You know, could you? Do you want to be able to kill friendly people in this game? I don't know. Maybe yes. Maybe no. I cannot kill him. My brother succeeded, but I can. You know, are you able to? I want to. Okay, you cannot climb on his head, unfortunately. Are you able, for example, to climb the highest tree? This kind of things. What do you want from this game? But this kind of things. I mean, it's not Assassin's Creed, but of course, it's a new. It should feel like a new game, not like the same game, of course. So these are kind of things that you have to think about, you know. And yeah, for example, if you bump into this thing here, how much should it be? You know, should I really, or should we have indeed separate things like wall damage, or should we just integrate it? So, for example, when the character runs, he, for example, bumps into a wall. Uh, should he, because of the speed, fall down fast? Or, for example, when he walks slow, shouldn't he fall and do something else? You know, this kind of things, this kind of questions are raising them. in this progress. Those are the kind of things. I think he didn't see me. Oh, now he does. And this kind of things, you know. How much is the impact of the weapon? All this kind of things. I love wall damage. Yeah, I know. You told me. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, what we have to do is just perfecting what we have now, and my brother was also working on the hollow map, by the way. Look like this. You see how he walks? He's a bit old, of course. Anyway, so this kind of things, you know. No, thank you. Yeah, it was for example really hard also to do this the island. For example, I worked a few days on this on the last part you see there. You know, the mountains. I will call it mountains. And then you have to rebake everything again. So it takes time to do that. What I really like, by the way, is that you see the stones. You know, you can really everything is integrated now. So you can is integrated with the food placement. So you can really see that he really stands on it. You know, I think that's really cool. Just all those kind of small details. Yeah, it's a bit Japanese now probably, but Twinson for some reason always reminded me a bit of a Japanese character. So I think it's not that bad. Can you patch wall damage into LBA2? Could be a setting for the different player. Yeah, could be a setting for the different player. Yeah, could be. But you know, I think first of all, the most important thing for a developer, I think, is that what you do is you try to get as precise as possible. So you try to really make what you have in your mind, that at least that it functions well and it behaves, and then you come with that kind of questions, you know, for yourself and your audience, obviously. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to have wall damage there or not, or indeed, do you want to have a specific option for it, to put it on or to put it off? You know, this kind of things, and of course that will all come in play. And well, I think we were already working now to make a demonstration version of this. But yeah, it just takes time because we don't want to bother you with a version with a lot of bugs or you know a lot of things that don't function. And I'm actually very surprised. I show you now the build version and it didn't crash once. So but that's a coincidence. I can do it tomorrow if you wish. What is it? Oh, you're okay. Yeah. Well, I leave that to you. The patching. I don't know anything about it. So maybe my brother knows. Right, brother? No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay. So, of course, this was not supposed to happen. Maybe we can crash the game. Oh yeah, and things, you know, like for example, like in the original version, you cannot do a lot of things. You cannot do this, for example. You know, here you can really, because in normal game, obviously it's an isometric game, uh, and this is all part of the wall, you know, this kind of thing. But this kind of logic is actually, it really is demanding to think about. I mean, you really have to make all those kind of decisions. And I think personally, I think I like the game to have as much as freedom as possible. Um, and That's the most important. That's the top priority actually for us, I think, to make. So it's just a full 3D game that functions. And still didn't crash. Ah. Let's see if I can show you something else. I'm actually not completely sure. Weet jij nog iets? Oh yeah, the pharmacy. Let's see if it crashes at the pharmacy. Because we had some crashes over there. No, still not. Character falls down. He looks like a... It's really funny. He's now bumping with his head in the wall.
They live beyond early. It could be impossible.
Okay. I killed him in a time. That's funny. And here we have the elixir. We can't pick it up yet. Unfortunately. Not yet. And I think I love also the beginning. That you can do a lot of stuff, you know, like you can do crazy things with the soldiers there. Let's see. Kill them all. Okay, so I think actually most things we showed you now. I will make what I said again. I will make another video. Yes, that is possible. But then I'm speaking to Vetulani. Sorry, by the way, I saw very beautiful videos of you too from Little Big Adventure that you made. My compliments for that. Really beautiful, the graphics and Little Big Adventure too. But yeah, yeah, that's true what you say. But if you do that, then you have to do that with all the scenes. And then I ask myself, you know, how good is that? Because then we would not be able to jump here. Of course, you are not able to jump now there, but then you could also not jump on the over or on the other parts of the island, and that's a little bit pity, I think. So that's actually, I think in the original game, could you jump on these things? I don't think so, actually. Right? Where is it? So that's the point. Do you want to be able to jump on the fences or not? And if you are making the really original game, then you are probably not able to jump on the fences and not on other things. You know, like for example, this scene here. This is also, you know. So I call it the harbor scene. You know, with the. So, this. Okay, we didn't work on that yet. But so you have this kind of things, you know. This is not supposed to be happening, of course, that you because this is really a part of the building. So these are walls. You shouldn't actually be able to jump in the walls, obviously. But I mean, to not be able to jump on fences is then again a bit. I don't know. I think it's a bit. It, then it gives a lot of unfreedom. I think if you play a game, you want to feel the most freedom that you can have, right? I don't know what your opinion about it is, but yeah. What is the next target? Uh, Brother, what is the next target?
Well, so what's the deal with stabilize?
Stabilize the game. That is actually the next target. I mean, if you see what we have, a lot of things actually almost completed, but it's just the almost that is difficult because the almost is also, how much, for example, when you, what happens a lot in games is penetrating the mesh, these kind of things. And these are all, like very delicate things. How much physical interaction does the player have to have with a wall or with an enemy? And you can only decide it if you really know what amount of physical interaction you want it to have, if you want them to have. For example, these are all kind of things, and we have to perfect. We're working with three systems, by the way. We're working with Adventure Creator, we are working with Infactor, and we are working with Puppet Master. And these are three systems that are now on the character. And these three systems, they take care of a lot of things. Infactor takes care of the AI and the fighting and the shooting. Adventure Creator takes care of the variables, and the triggers and the hotspots. And Puppet Master takes care of the precise physical interaction. And these three systems are really difficult to integrate. Um, but what you are seeing here now are actually, in most of cases, three systems working really well together, except for a few things that we are working on, like, for example, turning from the characters, these kind of very easy ways. But if you have a state machine, if you have a script somewhere, if you have three scripts from different different basic packages, then it becomes a little bit more complex if you want to integrate it all smoothly together. So that is why. So yeah, but I think so. The goal is just to perfect that, because I think most of it is actually already in the game in what we make. My brother was also busy with the hollow map. Um, we also need the clover to work, So the clover you get from the magic ball. We need the magic ball to work, and then we need probably to just perfect things. And the text I have almost already on all Citadel Island. Almost all texts are completed now. So um, and so the general idea and basic is I think is really almost there. It's just the last. You have this expression. The last steps are the hardest. Or what is the expression in English? I don't know. But I think you get what I mean. And that's just. It takes a lot of patience. It's really very time consuming. I must say, when I played it back in December, for example, it didn't really feel steady at all. And now you really feel when you play this game that it's pretty steady. Only downside a bit is that at this moment it will take you a really good computer to play it, and of course we want to optimize it. But yeah, that's all work what goes into it. But we want to put this work before we make any other islands. We want to really put in all the work and make it as steady as possible, and then make all the other islands. And we will keep you updated as much as we can, of course. For now, that's about every 2 months. I try to release around every 2 months, a new video with some progress. And sometimes we have more time than other times, and because we are only with two people, it is just yeah, very hard because it is a lot of work. Especially, it's not only hard because it is complex. It's also complex, but it's just a lot of work for two people. So that's why I also wanted that conversation with DJ Chanfray about it, because it was really difficult to understand. Do I continue with this now, or don't, or does it matter if we have the rights or not? And if it does matter, then we can just leave it. We can just leave it. And what we also could do later on, or I don't know when the time is right for that, we could also make a game with these mechanics ourselves. So there are a lot of possibilities if we finished our bases. So that's why it is so important that it really has to function, and it has to, yeah, just has to work and be stable. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah, yeah, in a short time. Yeah, relatively it is. Yeah, yeah. You have to imagine that I try to work on this every day, at least 3 or 2 hours, and you always see there are some things, always. So it's just, but it improves, and that's really good. And X, how do I pronounce your name? Xes, Xes, Xi, Xes. I don't know. Where you Xis? Are you the maker from this Little Big Adventure 2 remake? Xis. Okay. Yeah, I try my best. Alex. Hey, hello, Alex. That's easy to pronounce. Oh, that's great. Well, then I mean, as no one else, I think, how time consuming it is, right? To develop something and to make it steady. I mean, it's just different if you start in a game engine. You take a character and it can walk immediately, like in most cases. But yeah, after that, the work starts, the real work starts, and then you see how easily it gets complex, how fast that goes. Those kind of things. Yeah, but you delivered great work with the Little Big Adventure 2 remake. It really does also look like the original, but then sharp, obviously, and really amazing. I don't understand how you do that to get the original game to edit it. You know. Yeah. And so, what do you want to see, guys? Is there anything you want to see, or is this it, or what are you curious about? Some things you can ask me all questions, and I don't know. Is that all in a browser? Wat bedoelt hij daarmee dus? Het is toch niet een... Yeah, oh yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. Yes, yes. The development environment. You want to see that? Tool, Towel. How do I pronounce your name? Why do you have all these kind of names I cannot pronounce? Towel, Tool. Sorry, I don't know. Do you want to see the editor version of the game? Okay. Shall I close it? Oh, okay. So the editor version, it's Unity. It's just. So here we have the island. You can see these yellow things here. They are the hotspots. So, for example, if you want to read the poster or you talk with a character um, or have an interaction, then this is the place where the character stands in. You press a key, for example, an F key in this case. Here you have triggers. The red things, the red cubes are triggers. And let's see. So we use, for example, for this bunny here, you can see how it looks like. So we have here, um, well, we have here the infactor script. You know, there are several scripts that controls the movement of the bunny. There is also a um, FSM, a state machine, and this is a bug, by the way. You always have bugs in engines. You see, this is all green, and it shouldn't be, but we can fix it by so. So here you have a state, for example. So you have a petrol state, and it goes to state 2. Patrol, find target, just like a normal state machine. And that state machine you combine then with different systems. So this system is from Infactor, and you have also the system from Adventure Creator, and there it gets just complicated because the two systems have to understand what they do both. With Adventure Creator you can make very easily point and click games, but yeah, this is not a point and click game, so you have a lot of different problems and a lot more complexity, obviously. So here you also see that we have a custom script for Adventure Creator. My brother made a lot of custom scripts to make it work. I mean, you think about how hard is it? You have a character that walks and fights, and you have an inventory. But yeah, everything is so depending on each other. So there's always some complexity. Here you see, for example, the range of the character's detection. So you see here that, for example, when a character bumps into the most yellow circle, that he will be discovered. And in this case, that means that this bunny is going to stop. That is also in the state machine. What is here? It goes to this state to the stop state. And yeah, what can I show more? There's a lot of things. Why using such an old version of Unity? Well, very simple. We couldn't make it work in an older version or in a newer version. There are a lot of things that are not going. And for example, if you have to update every month or every 3 months or 4 months, then it gets really tiring, and we are not able to do it then. But maybe in the future. I mean, if we first finish in this version, there's also the power of our progress. If we are changing every month or 2 months our version, then we have to rewrite all the code and things, and some things would also not work, and that will not result in good progress. Unless you are, of course, with 10 people, that have lots of time and can work all the time on it. But we are not with 10 people. We are with 2 people, so that's the reason. For some things, yes. For other things, not. And that's also the problem. So, for example, for things from Infactor, they are not updating as the same update rate as Adventure Creator and vice versa, and that makes it really difficult. And some things just break down or don't work in later versions, and vice versa. We have also some things that we would like to have that only work in newer versions. So that's the complexity also. Yeah, and you have to make a decision in that. Money become famous. Buy followers, primes, and viewers.
Spam.
Oh, that is spam, yeah. Yeah, it's all a balancing act, and I think the most complex thing is just to make the systems work together. Then you could also say, well, why don't you write your own systems? Yeah, but I spoke with my brother also about it, and he also says, well, I also thought, it takes even more time. You will probably, if you want to have all this inverse kinematics, all this physics, all this AI, if you want to write it all yourself, I mean, we would probably maybe be ready to start in 5 years. I don't know. So yeah. Is there anything else that I could? Hint for the next freak stream. Yeah, laughing out loud. Waffle. Okay. Um, is there anything else I could show you? Well, I could show you a lot, of course, but I don't know if there's something you want to know. Is there something else you guys want to know? How much people are looking actually at the moment? Oh, 12. It's not so bad. I used to be a tap dancer, but I fell in the sink. That's unfortunate. Okay, so guys, are there any questions, or shall we just keep it at this? I think I showed you a lot of things, but if there is something in particular, thank you, Freak, and thank you, Rob. Rob, thank you for looking, for watching our stream. Thanks a lot. It's, you make beautiful movies, and I'm really anxious to see something of it. Thanks. Yeah, we will just we will keep it up. We of course we it's really hard to say do you have a deadline because yeah we have a deadline. We have also other jobs. You know, I'm a pianist and my brother is in the computers. Right? How would I say it?
Yeah, let's keep it.
Let's keep it at that. Okay, he's into the computers and it is his job. So that's why we don't have 10 hours a day to work on it. But if we have time, we work every week, once in a week, together on this game, and also we work separate from time to time. In my case, I work every day, a few hours, just to. I'm always really happy when I have just few things a day when I have done them. So, am I going to write music? I wrote my first piano sonata when I was 20, I think, and it was a piece of 1.5 hour, so it was more like a symphony. I also wrote a few preludes, and then later on, I was not really satisfied with the structural form of the pieces. And but maybe I will also try to study composing with someone, with a composer, because I'm really anxious to write music, but I want to understand more of the structure. So, but I will, yeah, of course, yeah. Is that the end? Okay, guys, I think we should just keep it at this because well, next just watch next week. I will upload a video with the right frame rate because it was just like lagging as fuck. I mean, sorry, I don't have other language for this. It's also because my brother maybe uses a bigger screen here and it's a stream and all these kind of things. They influence a bit. I wish you a really fantastic evening. And let's see, how do I put this? And I don't know how to end the stream because the buttons here are really like impossible. Is this one? Eh? Okay, guys, have a very nice evening or night. And it was really nice to show you off. We were streaming now for 1 hour, so it's actually not so short. And thank you, Rob. Thank you, Freak, and Alex. The last one I see now in the chat. Sorry if I've got and Tol. Thanks a lot, Tool. Is your name Tool or Toll? Tool. Okay, I don't know. But thanks a lot for watching, and there will be another stream probably. I don't know when, but we will just keep uploading again. I say it for the third time on YouTube, so just watch for that. Then you can see it really sharp, with the right frame rate. Finally. Okay, well. See you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I will also watch your videos. We are a bit too stressed. Yeah, maybe a new stream event in October. Yeah, freak. Maybe that's a good idea. Yeah. I have no idea where we are then. Maybe we are in a white leaf desert. That would be really nice. I'm really looking forward to make the horse, the blue horse. I don't know. I have something with that. Blue horses. So let's call it a day. Thank you all for watching. I will watch your streams as well after because we were too nervous, or at least I was too nervous for this evening. So I didn't watch anyone else, not really yet, but I will. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Okay, guys. Thank you, Bell Ring R. Sorry, if I pronounce your name. Your names are a bit. Yeah, they're all getting weekly releases on the LBA YouTube channel. Yes, that's nice. Okay, guys, see you soon, and don't hesitate to contact me if you have a question or whatever. You can also search me on my Facebook, Maurice van Schoonhoven, but you will see also I'm also on the LBA Little Big Adventure fan page member, so you see. Okay, guys, see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye.